Brittany at Buckholder Greenhouse. We're going to be making a succulent planter. And this kit comes with 5 different succulents. You get your tin planter. It's in French. It says flowers and garden in French. This planter, if you'd like, it does not have holes in the bottom. So that way, if you have a place you want to put it and not worry about it leaking out onto the table, you can leave it as is, and then just, you're going to water sparingly anyway because they're succulents. They don't need a lot of water. But if you want to have drainage, like if you have it outside where you can get rained on or too much water, just take a nail and punch it right through the base. That way you have the drainage hole. So to start off, you're just going to fill up, if you want a drainage hole, poke that through first. I'm not doing this one with a drainage hole. Take your potting soil and fill it all the way to the top. I did not have quite enough there. And then this is going to be my front, and here's the back. So I have one succulent that's a lot taller than the others, so this guy is going to be my back feature. To take it out of the pot, if you just squeeze the bottom of the pot gently, it should come right out. The cool thing about succulents is they can root out where the leaves meet the stem. So for example, if I wanted, I could plant this guy a little bit deeper than normal and just simply twist off the leaves. And where those leaves were joined to the stem, the plant will then instead send out roots. So I'm going to put this one a little bit deeper so it doesn't seem quite so tall. Just make a little well with your hand, put them down in, and tuck the soil up around them nice and snug. And then deciding where the rest of them are going to go, I'm just going to kind of stagger them around. Sometimes it helps to lay things out so you have an idea where you might want things to go ahead of time. This particular one is a creeping succulent, so I'm going to put him at the front so he'll drape over the edge. Oops. If it seems really root bound, you can loosen up the bottom a little bit, but succulents are usually pretty easy going, so you don't have to tease them too much. I like to alternate my colors or kind of do a mix of colors, so that way when they're next to each other, they tend to show up a little bit better. This one's a bit deep, so I'm going to take off some of this extra. You can see it's kind of falling off easily anyway. I actually need a little bit in here, so I'll add that to what I have. And then position this one towards the front. Guide him over. Sometimes I give my planters a little tap just to help the soil settle evenly. Okay, and there you go. It's ready to go. If you'd like, you can just leave it as is, or if you'd like, I also included the soil topper here. It's just some little fine stones that you can put around the plants to just dress everything up. So I'm going to spread mine around. You can gently lift up some of the leaves of the succulents, but just like I said, do it gently because they don't all give a whole lot as far as being able to move. I feel like I need to move these guys around a little bit. Okay, that's it. So as far as care and watering, these can take part sun to full sun. If you want to transition them to full sun, start off with part sun first and then for a couple days and then move them to the full sun area you'd like them to grow. Water you should only have to do when they're completely dry. I have a planter at home that is getting full sun, so I've been giving it a little bit of water once a week. So think quick and light, like the desert, where when it rains real quick all at once and then it's done. But these will continue to grow and get bigger and fill all out. If for some reason, like this guy, because he's so much taller than the other ones, for example, if you get to a point where you feel like one of your succulents is too tall, you can take scissors and snap it off. Or like I'm going to do with this one, I'm just going to break it off with my fingernails. Okay? And, or if it accidentally happens, sometimes that happens as well, there'll be new little succulents that will form around the base of this. And then this one you can use to grow a new one. So again, like I showed you earlier, just twist off the leaves at the base until you have a nice stem like that. And then each spot where those leaves were will root out, and it'll also callus over and root out at the base. So now this is like my bonus. And I'm just gonna stick him down in the soil, and I got an extra one now.